Today's adventure, I bring you to Versailles. I bring you to one of Versailles State parks. One that a lot of people, well, hopefully they know about it by now. And that wind's going to be really bad. I bring you to a place called Bradt's Park. We've always called it the observation deck. This is where we're going to be. Guys, I got the G70 on board. Hope to get some wildlife. I don't see none. But I might be able to zoom in some shots. And here we go. That right there is the observation deck. Now, when I do the B-roll, I'll be telling you all about this and how I found it and who made it and how it came to be. Right now, let's get some G shots. Let's get some shots on my bigger camera. I may have to put music to it. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. It really depends how much that wind interferes. I did do some adjusting to my microphone, but I don't think it's going to be enough. It's still going to be beautiful, though. Oh, my word. By the way, I have my youngest son with me. Him and Angie are going to be sharing his camera because them two are the photographers in the family. Versailles, Indiana, there is a hidden gem. You have the state park, but just right down the road, you have this hidden gem. My wife and I always called it the observation deck trail. Back here, this trail is beautiful, windy, and you also see a whole bunch of wildlife. And it takes you to a place that is an observation deck overlooking a pond or a lake, and you see all kinds of birds. We found this place back in 2020. This place was built by a bunch of volunteers. The land was donated, I think, back in 2009? Don't quote me. But guys, in today's video, it was a lot of wind. So I did the best I could on filming. I hope you enjoy. Hey, the wind died down, I think. There's another bird feeder out yonder. That wind is horrible. Hopefully this mod can block most of it. I'm gonna get some more G70 shots, but there's definitely going to be music to it. But maybe by some miracle it's being blocked, but I highly doubt it. Yeah, Angie and I and our dog Stormy, our late dog Stormy, was one of the first ones on this trail. Yeah. They put this in here in 2020 by volunteers. Whoop. See that? The one's even blowing the GoPro. Hey Kitt, what you think, Bubby? You've never been to this point before, have you? Okay, from here I'm gonna try to get as many G70 shots as I can. And on the B-roll, I'm gonna probably use some of the G70 shots for the B-roll when I put the A-roll with it. So I'm gonna get as many as I can, put music to it, and do some zoomed in shots and things like that, guys. Oh my word, it's windy today. It is a weekday. This ain't a normal day I film on. But I had the bright idea coming out here, hopefully we could get some wildlife. Well, we've only captured one. But it was a good walk through the trail, you know? It was. I get some of that on the way back probably. There we go. Look at this. My wife becoming the videographer. She's going to try to zoom in and get some shots. If you look through the eyepiece, hon, it'd be a lot easier. Now you can't see through the eyepiece till you close that up. Now if you pull, you got to pull the eyepiece out, babe. No, you don't. Yeah, pull it out. It's a little tough. There you go. If you look through it, Move your glasses, you won't need them. There you go. How's that look?
Fuzzy.
Fuzzy? Oh, okay, maybe you gotta use your glasses. But isn't this beautiful out here? Yeah, we found this place back in 2020. It was still building the observation deck I'm on now. The observation deck kind of goes into a, I want to say a T, a curvy T. You can see my son down there. He's getting some shots of something, I just don't know what. But it goes all the way down there, then you got the straight part right here. And this was all done by volunteers, y'all. Volunteers. Now, they've already put the trails in. Like I said, Angie and I was on these trails before they was even kind of trails. Then we got wind, they was put an observation deck. We searched high and low. As a matter of fact, I'll show you something in a minute. We searched high and low where they was trying to put that observation deck. Once we found out, and once we found out it was volunteers, we offered our services to volunteer, and they said they already had everybody. But here you go, here's a sign that tells all about that. There you go, right there. Yeah, they had a bunch of people out here just you know, just volunteering. They also had the DNR out here catching butterflies too. Or was it releasing them? And this is one of the reasons why we're here. Was hoping to see some of this wildlife. And by the way, this thing is loaded with grass carp and other carp species. But guess what? You are not allowed to fish here. Nope. Fishing is prohibited. Yeah. But I bet you some people still do it. What do you want to bet? Yeah, the idea for us to come out here was made yesterday. And my son had the day off. Angie and I got off early. We're like, you know what? Let's go try it. It's a warmer day. As you can tell, I don't have a coat. Let's just come out here and see if we can get some form of wildlife. We've been wanting to come back here. I've got this place on video multiple times, guys. Multiple times. And I was like, you know what? It's been 6 months since we was here last. Let's come back. You know, it has 2 islands. I just noticed it. No, actually 3 islands. Let me show you. Now, since we've had a lot of rain lately, it's created 3 islands. There's 1, and right yonder there is 2, and right over here, which I got on the G70 earlier, is 3. What you think, Ange?
About what?
The camera.
Oh, yeah, it's a nice camera.
Did you master it already?
No.
What do you think about it? By the way, guys, you hear me mention my monopod? That's it right there. It stretches out. Angie will show you here in a second. There you go. Even stretches higher up than that. That's how I try to hold things steady. And sometimes it slips on the bottom there. And here's my mic. As you can tell, I got it all squeezed up the top there, trying to cover and block all that wind. Okay, we're probably going to head out of here, probably here in a few minutes. And I might get some shots with the G70. If that wind's blowing, I'm just going to say heck with the G70 and use the GoPro 13. As you can tell, that wind is blowing up a storm behind me. It'd be a good practice for my new mod. It's not a hard hike back. You won't be going up or over any rough terrains. Basically what I'm on now is cliche. A good portion, well, most of the trail is cliche. Let me swing around. There's some cattails right yonder. James getting some more pictures. And this is what goes in a straight shot as soon as you get around that bend to the observation deck. I'm going to take a guess it's about a ½ mile back. Now there's another way to get back. You kind of go through the grassy area, you go down there where it turns, and then it's pretty much of a straight shot. The only problem with doing that today is it's going to be very wet and muddy. I've hiked all over the place, y'all. And the woods we're getting ready to go through right now is one of the most prettiest woods I've ever hiked through. Hands down, it is right up there in the top 5. Right there's the start of the woods. One thing I tell you about the woods in the fall time, it'd be very difficult to hike through here because we've hiked through here many times in the fall because of all the leaves. Being on the trail, you can get turned around real easy because the leaves kind of completely cover the trail. As you can tell, it's a very windy trail, but look at this. Absolutely beautiful. I even have a bench down here for you to take a break halfway through. Hey, no wind at this moment. Today is basically a filler video, so to speak. It'll probably air on a Monday, if it's worth it, because once I get home and do the editing, I find out the wind was too bad. But that wind's blowing up to 40 to 45 mile an hour. It was really hard to do any filming out there on the observation deck. It was almost impossible. But it's definitely not one of them days I film. No. So that's why it's a filler. Of course, I don't know what it's going to fill. Yeah, work schedule's a little weird this week. I have Friday and Sunday. So Friday, I don't know where we're headed to. But guys, this has been pretty much it. I call this the observation deck hike. It's actually called Bradt's. I'm gonna call it Bradt's Wildlife Refuge, or Bradt's Reserve. But we got some people coming. I gotta make sure Kitt, oh, they're going the other way, I think. But guys, leave your comments down below. Thanks for watching, and please overlook the filming today. That wind was horrible. Till next time, come on, let's get out of here. Thanks for watching.